Hey, what's up everybody? Today with this new video we are going to watch the very famous way of training with bungee. Usually we start to use the bungee when we teach to the dog the attacks, face or flee, when he is well focused on a sleeve or on a suit. Before I begin to explain the method, I must say to you, it's important to protect your young dog because of growth. So don't use a bungee with a too young dog and too often, please. So why it's interesting to use the bungee? Thanks to the elastic, we can teach to a young dog the target in a bite suit. Legs, arms, middle of the jacket. We increase the strike in the attacks. Very important to cross the barrage, made with sticks for Frenching or accessories for maundering. The decoy can work alone with the tension on the line without the handler, free to keep his concentration in the driving of the dog. And for a more experimented dog, thanks to the bungee, we can teach the essential technique in Frenching and modern maundering, the pivot technique, and the reactivity of the dog to catch the decoy and do the good movement in the last moment. Which kind of bungee can we use? The best is to be able to keep the real speed of the dog. We don't want any slowing down during the run. With that, we work with the true conditions of an attack. It's the only way to give to the dog the reflex of reactivity and technique. We need a bungee with a big pullback to increase the strike of the dog, to grow the power in the last moment. That's why I use a short bungee with only 1-2 meters of extension, added a long line about 30-50 meters to reproduce the same distance than trial attack distance. The bungee working only at the last meter of the attack. Careful, the way of training with bungee is not a training with a weight pulling or a parachute. I use that too, but that doesn't train the same thing. It's a different purpose. How you prepare the bungee is the way of success. So, the usual way is to clip your bungee to a post. You add a long line to your bungee and you clip that to the dog's harness. But the most important part is to put a visual mark on the floor for the decoy about the maximum the dog can go. Decoy needs to know the limit of the bungee. To prepare that, you pull on the bungee and you add 1/2 step corresponding the distance of the body and the head of the dog. With this mark, it's the decoy who will decide the target, where the dog will go to bite, not the opposite. This point is really important in this method. The decoy brings into the distance only the part of the suit the dog has to bite. Rest of the suit is out of the maximum area. Everything is prepared to train. So, let's start to the first attack with a young dog. At the beginning, I ask to the handler to bring the dog at the maximum distance, so no run. I can adjust the mark and let the dog to discover this area of working and a little bit the pullback of the bungee. As you can see, decoy balance the tension of the line in order to work the grip of the dog without the handler. And important point, the decoy loosens the tension at the dog's recall. After a couple of bites like that, I ask the handler to go back with the dog to start the attacks with short distance to prevent a too strong pullback of the bungee. Then we grow the distance with the experience. At the beginning, it's normal if the dog is surprised by the pullback of the bungee. The dog can miss or slip. When the dog misses, the decoy must motivate and excite the dog. He must create a frustration to prevent a losing effect for the dog and to grow his determination to catch him the next time. The decoy repeats until the dog is able to catch him. Of course, we work the both sides, left and right, and front side and back side. And for monitoring dog, we can bring accessories for the attacks. With bungee training, the dog is so focused on the target and the grip, he doesn't see the accessories and all the stuff around him. Let's see the next step. The main progression to bring fast enough is the teaching of the pivot technique. Essential technique for French ring dogs and for modern monitoring dogs too. You should introduce this technique rather early because it must become a reflex for the dog. With experience, he must do instinctively the pivot, not with the brain. It's super easy to do, front or back. The decoy takes one step into the bungee area. Same than previously, the decoy shows to the dog one target, one leg for example. Except that this time, during the run of the dog, the decoy does one step back, letting only the other side target, the other side leg, into the area. One point very important. The dog mustn't catch the bad leg, the escaping leg. He has to bite only the pivot leg, the one stayed fixed inside the area. So I prefer the dog miss than he can catch the bad side. It would bad reinforce a failed way of predation. The dog must turn the head to catch the pivot leg. Of course, the decoy will switch one side, then the other side, left, right, and front side, back side for face, flee. And the decoy will bring more posture of high-level training with barrage, opposite with a stick, street, and at the same time, he will have to keep the dog concentrated about his technique and strike, no matter the posture. So, it's the end for today about the start of bungee training for attacks. I'd like to share you my advice. Usually, I start the biter training of young dogs with exercise like defense or guard of object when he is fresh to think, and only after that, at the end of my program, I work a set of bungee attacks. Now you know everything, it's your turn to train. Have fun at the training session, love your dog, and see you soon. Bye bye.